Welcome to my mobile office. In this video I'm going to show you my setup, how I use my Tesla screen as a second computer display, how I stay connected to the internet when I'm off the grid, and what you can copy yourself to comfortably work out of your car as well. You know, I travel a lot and often I spend a lot of time in my car, and because I also run a business, I have to get work done now and then, and also I make those weekly videos on this YouTube channel, so I have to edit them even if I'm traveling. And I actually don't mind at all to do that in the car. I think it's a quite comfortable environment to do so because you have climate control. It can keep you cool during a hot summer day. It can also keep you warm and cozy during winter. So yeah, I like to work on my laptop in the car. By the way, this is kind of the new place where I like to put my laptop. So if it's just something quick, I like to do that here in the middle. That's super fine. Then there are tables here for the steering wheel. I got one here. However, because we have the yoke, it actually doesn't work. I mean, the only way we can make this work is like that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of something like that, but some people might like it. I actually prefer to do it on the passenger seat. So for example, when I'm at the supercharger, I go out, plug it in, and I come back in on this side, grab my laptop, and I get some work done here on the side. So on the lap, that's totally fine. However, I feel like after an hour or so, it gets a little bit uncomfortable and it can get hot and sticky on your lap, so that's not nice. So therefore, I prefer to have a table here where I can also rest my arms on it. And before I show you my custom table that I've built, I want to show you something that you can do as well, something that your Tesla has already. It's actually something I've used many times before I had this custom setup, before I had this plate here. It is this thing. I just take this, and the cool thing is this is something every Tesla has in the back. So you can just use it and put it here. However, I'm not quite sure how it is in the other models, because the thing is you need a point here and another point here. Basically here in the Model X it works quite well. Also because we have the yoke here and it's flat underneath, that's actually quite convenient. Additionally, you want to adjust the steering wheel or the yoke. So I'm gonna put that further down, and what that does is it locks it in. So right now here it's not even on my lap anymore, and it's actually quite solid as well. So I'm not quite sure how it would be with a round steering wheel. You probably would just have to put it a little bit higher, and then you have the point underneath here. You can then also save that. I have done that here. I have this driver's profile called Workstation, and it automatically adjusts the steering yoke. And what I already like about this is that I can come out here as well and I can just leave it like that. If I want to take a break, if I go for a walk a little bit, enjoy the view, and then I go back in to get more work done. Hello, this is Future Joel, and I'm in a Model Y Premium with a round steering wheel, and look at this. It also works here. I mean, it's not as good as in the Model X because this thing is not that long, but still, it's quite solid. How I said, I used it like that all the time before I had this custom plate, and it works totally fine. However, after a while of sitting like this, it's just not that comfortable. So that's why I thought it would be so nice to have some support here for your elbows as well. I mean, you kind of have it on this side, but not on this side. Therefore, I have this plate. So this is actually the one that I'm using for sleeping as well. So if I move this seat forward, I can put this plate on here. So I have this flat surface where I can put my mattress. By the way, this is my mattress that I use. It's the Snoozo Air mattress. If you don't have a car mattress yet, this is the one I highly recommend. It's super comfortable. And also by using my discount code right here, you get 10% off. But yeah, now back to this plate, this one. I like this so much that I can use this plate for different purposes as well. This is how it looks. It's the same principle as with the other plate, but now I just have a lot more room here and I can rest my elbows on it as well. What's funny is that I recently found out that I can use this plate back here as well, because the issue is that like this, you cannot drive the car, or at least it's not possible to steer. So in case I have a chauffeur, someone has to drive me and I need a proper desk, I could also sit back here. So obviously I can move this seat forward here first to get a little bit more room, and then I need to raise this up a little bit. And it's kind of random, but it works. I use my skateboard for this. So I can just put my skateboard here, like that. And then I take the same plate. And for this to work, I need to close the Falcon wing door. I mean, in case I would ever sit back here, it would be because someone is driving, so the door would be closed anyways. And then I put that diagonally here on the skateboard. We have 2 points, and then the third point is here on the side. And like this, it's also kind of sturdy, but how I said it, I never used it like that, and I probably also never will. But interesting, right? Yeah, that's the downside, because this plate is so big, it's always kind of hard to move it around inside the car. What I actually like a lot about electric cars is that they are basically a huge power bank. So for example, I have just this USB-C cable plugged in the car, and I can use that for charging my laptop as well. Let's see what else we can plug in. I want to go quite extreme here. Then I can also plug in hard drives. Oh, I can also use this to elevate my laptop a little bit, like that. Then what else? Well, I would never use it for this setup, but I will definitely use it for the thumbnail. Sometimes I use that. Got an iPad here, because I can also connect that to the computer to use it as a second screen. However, I also figured out an option to connect this Tesla screen to the MacBook. I will show that in a second. But yeah, let me also set that up, because that will definitely look good for the thumbnail. Oh yeah, here's another thing I love about the Model X, because you can tilt the screen here. So I can move that out. Look at this. Before I figured out how to connect this screen to the MacBook, I actually used to open the browser here, and then I just opened my Google Sheets and Google Documents on this screen. So then I was able to kind of see the documents here, but work on this laptop. But now I figured out a way to connect this screen with the MacBook. So I figured that out with Claude Code. It basically wrote me a little script that runs on my MacBook. And now I have to connect my phone to my laptop, so the hotspot runs through the cable and not through the Wi-Fi thing. And then basically what I do is I use internet sharing, have it connected to Wi-Fi and this stuff. It shows up here, so this is the network, Tesla display, this is my MacBook. And now in the browser, I just need to open an IP. I have saved it to my favorites. And then, et voila, I got a second screen. And I can literally just grab the Windows here and move it to the other screen. I mean, it's a little bit delayed, but it works. I can use this one as a second screen. So obviously this is a little bit complicated to set up, but let me know if you're interested in this as well, and I try to build kind of a software for you to download as well. Yeah, this is crazy. So I got 3 screens here with the iPad as well. Nice. All right, so now how do I stay connected if I'm always in places like this that are so remote that I sometimes don't even have phone service? I do have a Starlink, and basically that's satellite internet, and it sits right here. Look at this. So this is how the Starlink Mini looks like, and it also comes with this 15-meter long cord that I can plug in here. It usually comes with like a normal plug that goes into the 230 volt outlet. So I had to order this 12 volt plug as well, so I can plug it in the car. And let me show you this, because this is so satisfying. The Starlink Mini fits perfectly in the Falcon wing door like this. And then obviously if it's closed, it points upwards because this is required to get the satellite internet. But something that is still annoying is because I have this long cable, and when I open the door, it's tangling down, and yeah. So that's why I got a new product now as well. Or actually, I even got two. This one as well. So these are by a company called Teslovix, and what's very cool about that is this is a power bank that perfectly fits behind the Starlink Mini. So I removed this part, and now I can just plug that in like that, and this simply slides behind here. Then I can block it like that, and that's it. I mean, that's all what we need to have perfect internet. I can literally just put that in a backpack or like this as well, hike up a mountain, and then I have satellite internet on top of the mountain. It's crazy. But the only issue with that, because this is a little bit thicker here, this doesn't fit in here anymore. I mean, it still does fit, but usually it goes in between here, so it's very sturdy. But like that, it can easily fall down, and I definitely don't want that when I'm closing the door. So yeah, for that reason, I also used Teslovix suction cups. However, I modified it a little bit, because usually you have this frame that goes around the Starlink, and you could either put it behind here or in the Model X, because we have this massive windshield up here, I could also put it here. So I tried that. However, I'm not a big fan of blocking the view here, especially because I like to sit on this side, but then also when I have passengers, I don't want to block the view here, because it's so nice to have this massive windshield, and having the Starlink Mini here, yeah, it's just not ideal. That's why I was trying to keep that spot here, because it's so perfect. So now instead of putting it like that, I just place it like this, and I use this frame here to hold it into place like that. And this is solid, like that's not gonna go anywhere. And I am still able to remove the power bank and charge that if I need to. But I mean, this has a runtime of up to 6 hours, I believe. So I don't think I need to charge it a lot. And the second product I got from Teslovix is what I'm very excited about. It's a tripod that has a power bank included. So it's this thing right here. It feels like nice quality, so that's good. You press it here and it jumps out, and you have a tripod. But more importantly, you can attach that here. That piece gets delivered with the Starlink Mini. So this goes into the Starlink Mini again, and then through here, and like that. And then this cable I plug in into the tripod. And now look at that. I got a perfect tripod that powers the Starlink Mini. And that's it. I mean, it's crazy that there are no cables, because otherwise I would have to run the cable from my car to this tripod. And now I can literally just place it wherever I like, and I got Wi-Fi. By the way, besides this Starlink gadgets, Teslovix also has a lot of other gadgets for your Tesla. So make sure to check them out, and by using my discount code you get 20% off. Well, now you have seen my crazy office setup in my car. If you like that, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you want to. Then also YouTube thinks you like one of those two videos, so either keep watching something or maybe go and work out of your car as well. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye bye.